Hi, everyone. I'm Colleen. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you're brand new to these live streams, welcome. I'm glad you could be here with me today on this Wednesday. And I think you picked a great time to start watching these live streams because today's topic is the highest paying dental job. So we're going to be talking about the highest paying jobs in the dental industry. So we're going to be talking a lot about salary, the different positions in the dental industry, talking a little bit about what they do, also some of the locations where you can make the most money. So today we're talking a lot about salary, about money. And one of the reasons that you may be considering or have gone into the dental industry may have been because of the salary. Right? The dental industry and the medical industry as a whole is definitely one of those industries where one of the most appealing perks is the salary, right? And the dental industry, especially because there are a lot of dental positions that don't require, a significant amount of training. For example, like dental assistant or a dental hygienist, take, anywhere from like a year to a few years, depending on which position, right? So it's not as much training and you can still earn a very, very decent salary. So if salary is one of the reasons why you got into the dental industry or one of the reasons why you're considering the dental industry, hey, there's no shame in that. That's a great thing to consider. And it's one of the things that you definitely should consider if you're thinking about your career and kind of how you want to go forward. Or even thinking about how you want to progress in the dental industry if you're already in the dental field, right? You got to have money to eat and you got to work to earn money. So, this is definitely something that you want to take some time to consider and think about if you are making some very big career decisions. So, that is definitely what we're going to be talking about today, some of the highest paying jobs in the dental industry. And of course, this live stream, again, if you're brand new to these live streams, they're brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing. So, Princess Dental Staffing is an online dental job board, and they have positions available for dental receptionists, dental assistants, dental hygienists, and dentists in a lot of different areas. Okay. And they have full time, they've got part time, they've got temporary and permanent roles. So, if you have some time today, visit princessdentalstaffing.com and see what positions they have in your area. You can also create a profile and get your information and your skills and all of the great things you've done throughout your career in front of hiring managers. And you can also check out their blog, which covers a lot of the same topics that we cover in these live streams as well. Okay, so princessdentalstaffing.com. Speaking of these live streams, each week Princess Dental Staffing is bringing you a live stream covering a new topic regarding your career in the dental industry. So if you don't want to miss out on future streams, be sure to follow our page, subscribe to our channel, drop us a like if you like the content, and leave us a comment. If you have any questions or thoughts or insights, you want to be part of the conversation, drop us a comment. Okay. All right. So let's talk about it. Okay. So, highest paying jobs in the dental field. So, just before we get into that, I just want to let you know that this information, the salary data and the salary information, is being pulled from multiple different sources, including the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, the American Dental Association, the ADA. Glassdoor, and Princess Dental Staffing's proprietary salary data. Okay, so all of that information those are our sources where we pulled the information for the highest paying dental jobs of 2023. Okay, so definitely reliable sources. So let's start with highest paid dentists. Okay, so this one may come as a surprise to you if you've been in the dental industry a little while. It may come as a surprise to you that private dental practice owners actually rank towards the bottom of the list when we're talking about the highest paying dental jobs. Okay. I was kind of surprised to learn that information as well. I was for sure they'd be, at the top or near the top at least, but actually they're towards the bottom. As a matter of fact, dental specialties is where the money is. Since it and if you think about it, it really shouldn't be as big a surprise. It was kind of surprising to me, but if you think about it, it really shouldn't be as big a surprise since dental specialties require more time and training, right? And likely more money as well, for you to invest in your training so that you can provide these specialty services, right? So it would make sense that they make more money than your general practitioners, right? Because you got to spend more time, effort, and probably money in order to get that training that you need in order to provide those services. So, okay, so let's go over some of the highest paid dentists. This information is pulled from the ADA, the American Dental Association, okay, the salary data. So at the top of the list, we have oral and maxillofacial surgeons, okay? So oral and maxillofacial surgeons specialize in surgical procedure relating to the mouth, jaw, and face, okay? So that's kind of what they do, right? Specialty. So they have a median annual salary of 407,550 annually, okay? Per week, that comes out to about 7,800 per week, okay? And this position is likely to be one of the highest, to continue being one of the highest paid positions in the dental field for years to come, okay? Next on the list, we have endodontists, okay, and they perform, root canal procedures, things like that, and they typically make about 343,670 annually, okay. So that's actually a pretty significant portion less than the median annual salary of oral and maxillofacial surgeons, right? And then after them is orthodontists. They diagnose and treat dental and facial irregularities. They're coming in at 340,380 annually. This one is also expected to remain a top paying position, not that much under endodontists, actually. There's actually just like a little bit of difference between those two. Okay. And then after that, periodontists. Okay. So periodontists specialize in treating gums and other tissues surrounding the teeth, right? And their average annual salary is 301,110 annually. So we got another significant drop there as well from orthodontists. Okay. Other high-paying dentist specialties include prosthodontists who design and fit dental prosthetics, and pediatric dentists, right? Dentists who specialize in treating the needs of children. Okay, pediatric dentists. Okay. Alrighty, so let's kind of look at them in order, okay? Again, so at the top one, or the top paying dentist position is oral and maxillofacial surgeons, 407,550 annually, endodontist, 343,670 annually, orthodontists and dentofacial orthopedists, 340,380 annually, periodontists, 301,110 annually. Number 5 are pediatric dentists, 227,120 annually. And finally, at number 6, we have dental practice owners, 149,820. Okay, so there is a pretty significant difference between the top spot, right, oral and maxillofacial surgeons, and dental practice owners, right? There's a pretty significant difference. So that kind of surprised me. Even though I'm not in the dental field, that kind of surprised me. I thought dental practice owners would definitely be higher on the list, but actually they're much lower. So if you are interested in going into a specialty and one of your considerations is salary, which it is for a lot of us, I mean, let's be honest, you may want to go into a specific specialty. Okay. All right, so let's talk about some other top paid dental positions. Okay, so after dentists, right behind dentists, okay, of course, dentists are going to be definitely the top paying position in the dental field, but right after that are dental hygienists, right? So if one of the considerations again is salary when it comes to what position or what industry you want to go into, and also what position you want to hold in that industry, dental hygienists rank number 2. Okay. Median pay for dental hygienists is 77,810 annually. Okay. According to BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Okay. Now, having said that, the top 10% of dental hygienists actually earn 6 figures. Okay. The lowest earn less than 60,000, but again, the median pay is 77, a little over 77,000 a year. All right. So that's definitely a very, very decent salary, right? And one of the considerations in terms of like the highest paid dental hygiene jobs are those who work in dental offices, followed by physicians' offices, and then government jobs. Okay, so dental hygienists who work in dental offices tend to make more, along with physicians' offices and government jobs as well, as opposed to working in some other kind of environment. Those tend to be the highest paid in that kind of range that I gave you earlier. Okay. And again, something else to consider as well is going to be things like certification, locations, years of experience, and those sorts of things, right? Again, more training generally equals more money. More certifications and more licenses generally equal more money and put you in a better bargaining position when it comes to salary negotiations, right? So for dental hygienists, things like certification in local anesthesia and nitrous oxide analgesia will likely those certifications will likely earn you more as a dental hygienist. Okay, so some things to kind of consider when you're kind of planning out salary and thinking about salary. Okay. Next up, we have dental technicians. Okay, so dental technicians actually rank number three on highest paid dental jobs. So we've got dentists, and of course, we've got, ranking of dentists in that kind of category. We have dental hygienists at number two, and number three is dental technicians. So dental technicians help produce dental prosthetics such as dentures, bridges, implants, and those sorts of things. Okay. And they can make a median annual salary of 46,640 annually. Top earners make 65,550 plus per year. Okay, so the median is a little over 46, and the top earners are going to be a little over 65,000 annually. And again, a lot of that is just going to be based on location, the environment that you work in, certifications and licenses that you have. So all those things definitely affect your salary and your potential earnings as well. Next up on the list are dental or another top paying dental position is dental front desk, right? So dental receptionists, and they, and we've kind of talked in previous streams as well about, dental front desk personnel, associates. Sometimes they're called associates or, receptionists or things like that. It just kind of depends on the office regarding, what their actual title is. But basically, we're talking about the people who greet patients, schedule appointments, answer phone calls, take care of paperwork and insurance billing, manage overall patient experience, and all of those job duties and responsibilities and the like. Okay, so receptionists excuse me, who work in a dental office make 40,250 per year according to BLS. Okay, so that's average. However, dental billing specialists are a specialty area of kind of the front desk, dental front desk personnel, and they make about 42,120 annually, according to Glassdoor. Okay, so again, so that's kind of like a specialty, right? So we are talking earlier about dentists and dental specialties and those sorts of things. Dental billing specialists are kind of a specialty of your front office, your administrative dental personnel. Okay. Um, so, that requires a little bit more training. So that's why, there's a difference in salary, right? Next up on the list, dental assistants. So this may be a bit surprising. This was something else that surprised me. Had a few surprises in this list, but dental assistants, they come in last, actually, making a median salary of 38,660. Okay, so dental front office, it was a little over 40,000. Dental assistants a little over 38,000 annually. So that surprised me a little bit. Um, Now, having said that, as a dental assistant, you have more earning potential because, again, dental assistants, there are a lot more certifications, licenses, registration, and all those sorts of things that you can obtain. Now, on the low end, dental assistants make 29,580 annually, about in there. But at the top end, the top 10% of dental assistants make 59,540 annually. Okay. So there's definitely, a larger ceiling there. right? There's definitely a larger ceiling there. And again, a lot of that is just going to depend on your years of experience, certifications, your skills, licenses. Are you a registered dental assistant? Those sorts of things. Okay. It's also going to depend largely on location and environment as well. Highest paid dental assistant jobs are with the government, right? With government agencies. So there's a lot of different factors in there regarding how much you can make as a dental assistant. Okay, even though the median annual salary is less than dental receptionist, even though you need more training to be a dental assistant, right? The top earners are definitely, there's definitely significant difference among the top earners. Okay. All right. So those are the top earning dental jobs in the dental industry. Let's talk about areas. Okay. So one thing that you may have noticed that I've said multiple times is, your salary depends on a lot of different factors, and one of them is location. Okay. So let's go over some of the top paying locations. Okay. Let's start with dentists. Okay. Highest paying states for dentists include Vermont, Rhode Island, and Alaska. Okay. And the best paying cities are going to be Burlington, Vermont, and Providence, Rhode Island. Okay. So, a lot on the East Coast, it sounds like it, or, Alaska, up in Alaska. Dental hygienists. So the best paying states are Alaska, California, and Washington. And the best paying cities are going to be Fairbanks, Alaska, and Santa Rosa, California. Okay. So some of these, and you may notice that some of these areas are kind of like higher costs of living as well. So, I definitely take that into account if you are looking to go into the dental industry, or if you already are and you're looking to make a move. Again, compare salary with cost of living, because again, kind of Northeast California, these areas are definitely higher cost of living areas. Alaska is not necessarily higher cost of living. Necessarily, but there is a higher demand for dental positions in that kind of area. Okay, so definitely something worth checking out if you're, kind of looking to make a move, a physical move. Okay, dental assistant best paying states are going to be Minnesota, New Hampshire, and Alaska. Are we seeing a trend with Alaska? And the best paying city is Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. And then dental front office, best paying states are going to be District of Columbia, Connecticut, and New York. And the best paying cities are going to be New Haven, Connecticut, Nassau, I think it's Nassau County. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Nassau County, Nassau County, New York. Okay. Alrighty. So those are kind of some of the highest paying states and cities, depending on what position that you have in the dental industry. And the dental industry as a whole, a lot of these positions within the dental industry, I've mentioned this in several other streams. You'll notice that the demand for these positions, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, they're predicted to be there's predicted to be job growth in these areas, is what I meant to say. There's predicted to be job growth within the next 10 years or so, higher than average. Generally, the average growth for any position, any given position in any given industry is about 5%. And a lot of these dental field positions, their projected growth is, anywhere between 6 and 10%. Okay. So check out BLS website, bls.gov, I want to say it is. BLS website, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and you can kind of pull that data and you can see the projected growth for these different positions. And that means, so with these positions that have this projected growth and demand, that means that the dental industry is definitely something that you want to consider for your career field, right? Because that means job stability, right? That means job options. That means growth within your career. It means opportunities, essentially, which is always great when talking about your career choices. Okay. Again, these are just a lot of these are like average or median annual salaries for these different positions, and they vary and they vary widely, depending on experience, location, employer, environment, and a lot of these different factors. But hopefully, this gives you some idea. That gives you some valuable insight if you are deciding, kind of what career field you want to go into, or if you're already in the dental career field, if you want to maybe move into a different position or move up within your career, or maybe getting, licensed or certification, specialized training, and those sorts of things. Okay. All right, so thanks for being here with me today, everyone. Hope we provided you some valuable insight, and we will be back next week, next Wednesday, always on Wednesdays, with a new stream regarding your career in the dental industry. But until then, I hope everyone has a great week. Have a great weekend. Continue to stay safe out there. See you soon. Bye.